So if I have to ask you one question, small question, like suppose you are involved in an implementation project in my organization, and you are carrying 4 years of experience that you are saying in your resume. Then what are the different phases you have been involved to get a job done, means to ensure that my deliverables are completed within the deadlines. So what are the different phases of an implementation project have you got involved? What will be that? I don't know.
Sir, actually, we know, but I don't know how to answer this question. But
Okay.
we know
So
that this
see,
is
this is a very, very big drawback. Okay. Means if you don't know, means if you know and if you can't explain, that means there is a loophole. So how this answer gonna be? Means you need to be very, see, these are like presence of mind questions. You'll have to think within seconds. It should come to your mind. You should be able to join the dots and into an address. So if I had, see, I'm not a D365 expert, but still after talking to Nagul sir, after understanding this, I have developed a lot of understanding that, okay, this is how it can work. Okay. I don't know. I'm not an expert in this, but still I would be able to give a convincing answer to you. So what will I say? That uh, I had been a part with multiple projects wherein I got involved myself as a functional consultant, and I had been a part of an implementation project as well. Recently, we were working on a project wherein the initial phase got started with the project kickoff. So we determined the goal of the project, we defined the project objectives, the scope of the project, as well as the requirements from the key stakeholders. So we perform multiple activities within the first phase, like identifying the business needs, the different pain points. We defined the project scope and goal. We conducted very high level requirement gathering. I was involved in various client conversations wherein I was probing the right questions to the clients in order to get the right informations. And then we set up a project governance and communication plan. We defined the project timelines and as well as the key milestones. So that was the initial phase of discussion, which happened. Later, we were involved in analysis phase or requirement gathering. So this is also referred as the fit gap analysis. So the main objective of this fit gap analysis is to understand the business requirement and identify gaps between the standard D365 functionality and the business needs. So we conducted workshops with business users to gather the requirements. We identified if the standard features meet the business requirements or there are any sorts of customizations that are required to be involved. We identified the various integrations and also defined the data migration strategies. We ensured that we prioritize the customizations and configurations because that generally takes a lot of time. And once those things were finalized, we set up our deliverables as functional requirement document is required to be created, as well as the fit gap analysis and the data migration strategies also we discussed. In the third phase was basically the design phase, wherein we designed the D365 finance and operations solutions based on the requirements. So we finalized the solution architecture and also configured multiple standard D365 features. We designed the customizations and also created the functional design document and also defined the integration requirements. We developed security roles and user profiles. Then came the development phase wherein I was heavily involved in development. So our main objective was to build and develop customizations, integrations. We have a lot of different dependencies on the technical consultants as well, who were helping us side by side for the development of the customization works that were necessary. So we configured a D365 FNO based on the business needs, and we developed various integrations using Power Automate, Azure, and various third-party tools. We set up the environments. There are three different types of environments wherein we basically work: the dev environment, the UAT, as well as the production. And we implemented various security roles and workflows. Once the development got completed, we used to do the unit testing, wherein I used to check my work that everything was giving me the right output or not. Once I was very confident with my unit testing, I used to send it to for QA validation. So the QA team got involved and used to check our entire flow and used to give us approval. Basis on the approval, once we got the approval from the QA, we used to move the task to UAT, user acceptance testing, and we performed various functional testing. We conducted various user acceptance testing with key users. We fixed issues and we even retest various functionalities that we were able to achieve. Once the UAT sign off is received, we used to deploy our work. So that was the go live phase, wherein the main objective was to deploy the entire D365 FNO to the production environment. So finally, the data migration from the legacy system used to get involved, and then we used to set up the production environment with security rules. Once that is done, we used to provide an in-depth training to the end users so that they can utilize and understand the system really very well. And if there are any challenges, we used to be present thoroughly throughout and used to support the end users. So this was the entire phase. So starting from the first till the end, this is how you need to work. You need to say with lots and lots of confidence so that you can sound that yes, you have been a part of this entire journey. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
In your agile methodology video, you have mentioned that that flow: requirement gathering, designing, development, testing, and deployment. You just have to
Correct.
elaborate all this thing.